emails and messages from me to various executives. I've got one of me trying to sell it here to Channel 4. Shall I see? Let's see what this one
It
says.
would have fitted lovely, wouldn't it, on Channel 4? Would have.
Yeah.
I think that would have gone well.
Do you want to hear what I said to them?
Yeah.
So, okay. So it says, this is to Seamus Cassidy. Dear Seamus, I might be breaking TV etiquette here, writing to you about what was ostensibly a BBC2 show, but I wanted to tell you about what has happened to Stuff the White Rabbit and see if the outcome interests you. After being originally scheduled for 11 o'clock on Friday nights in September, when Michael Jackson was controller of BBC2, it was cancelled under Mark Thompson and then finally transmitted at midnight in February and March of this year. The BBC refused to give it any trailers at all. All publicity was generated by me and John Lenihan's agent, and the last episode was shifted to 1 a.m. because of championship ice skating. Despite all that, this comedy magic show attracted more viewers to BBC2's midnight slot than any other comedy or entertainment show in the last 12 months. It was also universally praised by critics, and I certainly got a better response from it than I ever had from Mrs. John Whiston has told me that at programme review meetings, Michael Jackson has twice singled Stuff the White Rabbit out for praise as a great little show, and Adam McDonald has declared that he regretted putting it out at midnight and that it might after all have been better at 10:30. Despite all this, Mark Thompson has refused even to consider commissioning a second series. Why? Simply this: he doesn't like magic. In fact, in conversation with Andy Harris, he said that he hates magic so much that he doesn't even feel the slightest need to defend his decision. I find this all the more disappointing since one of the main aims of Stuff the White Rabbit was to make people who might not usually enjoy magic shows see them in a better light, and I know this was achieved in many cases. So here I am with a demonstrably successful show on my hands, with a second series and possibly more begging to be done and no opportunity. In the midst of my frustration, I remembered you saying that you enjoyed the pilot, so I thought, if Men Behaving Badly can jump channels, why not the rabbit? If necessary, it would be perfectly possible to change the title and the appearance of the show. What interests me most is communicating the idea that magic in the right hands is funny, artistic, and even beautiful. When people see a fine performance of Hamlet, they don't say of the actor, how did he do that? They say how brilliantly he did it. The same should be true of magic. As the Daily Telegraph commented, the magicians in Stuff the White Rabbit were free from the traditional I bet you're amazed chumminess and treated their audience like grown-ups. To back up my argument, I've included a page of excerpts from the reviews and a couple of graphs showing the series' performance. I also have tapes if you'd like to see them. There you go. So that's
we've never had this on the podcast, and I absolutely just love it that you kept all these things. It's so great.